Neymar with the corner. Neymar whips it into the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh my word, it's off the bar. Diaby on the right-hand side. Look at the pace. He's got to burst into the box, surely to give it to Mbappe. Oh my word. We are on absolute fire at the moment. Unbeaten, having won every single game we've played so far this season. We're top of our Champions League group. 4 wins out of 4, 12 points on the board. And we are also top of the league as well. 12 wins in 12 games, and we've already opened up a 6-point lead to the team in second place. And to go one step further, my new star striker signing, Victor Osimhen, has now come knocking on my door with fantastic news, saying he's absolutely delighted with his own performances and with me giving him the chance to show what he can do. Absolutely fantastic, son. I am delighted. And with my status with the board starting at weak at the beginning of the season and now ending up at excellent, as well as having a shed load of games to get through this episode, all of which we should be getting positive results from, surely it can't get much better than this. And I'm going to put that theory to the test, starting off with 2 sim games to kick this episode off, the first of which is a 3-0 win at home against RC Lens. A Neymar goal sandwiched in between 2 Hakimi goals, one early doors in the 11th minute, the other right at the end in the 84th. It's a brilliant way to kick off another episode. And I almost feel like this is too good to be true. Firstly, Marco Verratti is now on to me saying that he's absolutely delighted that he's back in the team as well. Hakimi as well is absolutely delighted with the number of first team chances he's getting in the squad. And then on top of that, if we head over to the news, I've then got my goalkeeper, Donnarumma, now leading the clean sheet chart. 5 clean sheets in 13 games. He's only conceded 9 goals, and he's got a rating of 7.3 as well. Honestly, I don't think I've ever had it so good. And I tell you what, you know when things are going your way, when we end up winning 2-1 away from home, having gone down to 9 men. An early red card for my captain, Marquinhos, in the 20th minute, and then Gavardio, one of my other centre-backs, getting a sending off in the 86th minute. In spite of that, we managed to sandwich in 2 goals from Diaby and Chiesa to give us another 3 points. And with ourselves and Manchester United clearly both being the 2 teams that are going to be heading through to the next round of the Champions League, this next game against them is going to be all about who is going to be top of the group. However, heading into this one though, this may well be our toughest test of the season so far. The last time we played Manchester United, they did actually take an early lead against us at home, only for them to then get a man sent off and completely fall apart. However, with the stakes slightly higher here today, and with Manchester United playing at home in front of their own fans, we could be in for a very different Manchester United performance today. And as I do want to make sure that I top this group and get a better draw in the next round, I have decided to go with my strongest 11. The only change is that Gavardio comes in for Kimpembe. Now, the only reason I've done that is because he's suspended for my next league game, so I want to make sure that it at least gets a run out in the Champions League, and Kimpembe can then come back in fully fresh and take his place in the league. Moyes keen for United to get things started early doors here. He was the man that terrorised me inside the opening 10 minutes last time, and it looks like he's doing the same thing this time, and it took 2 of them to try and get the ball off of him, and fortunately enough, we just about managed it. It's Hakimi on the right-hand side now. Hakimi now trying to drive into the centre. Oh, completely evades the challenge of the Manchester United defender and then runs into trouble. But Barella ends up kicking it to Neymar. Neymar finds Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side. Going to try and dink a ball. Oh, it's too high. I was trying to find Mbappe. He was free inside the box, but the cross wasn't good enough. It's Soler now who picks it up. Soler got time and space to strike, but it goes straight into De Gea's arms. It's Gavardio now who brings the ball forward into the path of Carlos Soler. Soler now just trying to twist and turn away from the United midfield and lays a short pass into Verratti. He finds Hakimi. Hakimi tried to find Messi, but Gaia, the man who got himself sent off in the last game, ended up coming in with a good challenge to now release Sancho on the left-hand side. He goes infield. It's Moise Kean who's got it. Sancho's got it once again, but he's just straight offside. Gavardio now into Nuno Mendes now. He goes infield to Carlos Soler. I'm going to try and look for an audacious ball right over the top to Messi. Can he get there first? Yes, he can. Great stuff from Messi. Can he find a good ball? He can to Verratti with his right. Forces De Gea into a big stop. Neymar with the corner. Neymar whips it into the edge of the 6-yard box. Oh my word, it's off the bar. Nuno Mendes into Soler. It's been all PSG so far in this game, but just as I say that, we give a really cheap ball away, and Bruno Fernandes now can try and burst away for United. Into Sancho. Oh, really nice stuff to get away from Saliba on the left-hand side. Sancho now lays the ball into the box. but it's straight into Donnarumma. Messi now. Messi goes in field and lays a wonderful ball into Nuno Mendes. He finds Neymar. Neymar finds Mbappe, and they've just strayed offside. That was so unfortunate, as that was a lightning counter-attack. Let's just see how close he was to being offside. And oh my word, inches, not even inches, maybe centimetres away. It's Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side. He finds Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler takes an extra touch, but he manages to feed in Neymar. Neymar tries to put it onto his right. Harry Maguire puts in a very good challenge, but it's Carlos Soler who picks it up once again. Oh, nice ball all the way out to Hakimi, and Hakimi dummies the marker. I'm going to try and find a ball into Mbappe. It's not the best ball, and United can get it clear again. Now, they've got an opportunity to try and counter-attack. Barella tries to feed in Antony. Can Nuno Mendes get there? No, he can't. It's Moise Kean now. Manages to skip past Marquinhos. He tries to go past Nuno Mendes. He does. Into Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes back to Moise Kean. And it's a big save from Donnarumma. The first real chance United have been able to carve out. And it was a big one. Much thanks to Donnarumma, who manages to get his hand to it. That was nestling in the back of the net. And that is a big save from our goalkeeper. Looks like United are going to go short with the resulting corner, and it's Barella who's going to pick this one up. Barella just feeds Sancho on the edge of the box. He finds Martinez. Martinez now back to Antony. Antony into Sancho. Sancho now into Kean. Kean to strike. And for what was pretty decent build-up play, it was a terrible ending. Going to be Bruno Fernandes with the free kick for United. Dinks it, a good ball into the box, and it's headed off, I'm not sure, I think it might have been Maguire, right into Donnarumma's arms. United have been much better in this second half, but now Nuno Mendes has got an opportunity to try and counter-attack here, almost taken out there by the United defenders. Lays a wonderful ball over to Hakimi on the right-hand side. Hakimi chests it down, tries to go past Gaia. It's really poor from him, and United can now try and counter-attack again. It's end-to-end stuff here inside this second half. Really nice play from Moise Kean. Nice ball into Fernandes. Nuno Mendes couldn't get there. Fernandes has it, and Saliba with a last-ditch, huge challenge. Otherwise, Bruno Fernandes was in there, and it could well have been 1-0. Carlos Soler now trying to get away from the midfielder. It's Verratti going to try and feed this into Mbappe. He was just taken down, but Messi now has it on the right-hand side. I was trying to feed Mbappe, but it's Verratti who finds himself in there. It's blocked by Maguire, and United get it away. Kimpembe, the substitute now, to try and streak away from Moise Kean, who was putting a challenge in, and he's just absolutely struck away from all of the challenges. It's Chiesa, the substitute. He's on for Neymar. He whips the ball in, and it's almost to the head of Diaby, but the defender gets there ahead of him. Bruno Fernandes to try and escape with the ball into Barella. What a second half this has been, full of action. Marquinhos with a big challenge. End-to-end stuff here in the last few minutes at Old Trafford. It's Carlos Soler to feed in Mbappe. Great ball. Mbappe tries to find Sanchez of all people, and he puts it into the back of the net to break Manchester United hearts at Old Trafford. In stoppage time, Renato Sanchez gets a fantastic goal to keep our winning streak alive, and we will be sailing through to the next round of the Champions League in top spot. And that is literally it, the last attack of the game. We get the job done. As I said before, we keep our winning streak alive after a fantastic second half, an end-to-end second half that sees us win the game 1-0 and sail through to the next round of the Champions League, top of the group. However, is the harmony of the squad in this episode about to disappear, as I've got Moussa Diaby, my new signing, who has come in to try and challenge Lionel Messi on the right-hand side, knocking on my door, telling me that he needs more games. Look, my friend, you are still in the squad. There's lots of football to play, and you will get your chance to impress, don't you worry. And to be fair to him, he did get his chance against Montpellier at home, and we did manage to win the game 2-1, but only a goal from both Osimhen and the man he's trying to compete with, Messi, in the 79th minute, rescue the 3 points for us. However, with a second place Lyon up next in the league, a team that sits 6 points behind us, we have a real opportunity in today's game to try and put some daylight between ourselves and them. And with that in mind, I have gone with a fairly strong starting 11. Donnarumma in goal, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Saliba, Mendes and Hakimi at the back. Of course, it's Soler and Verratti in midfield. And of course, it is Neymar, Messi and Mbappe who will lead the line up front. 21 minutes in, and it is us who carve out our first opportunity of the game, and it's Messi who picks this one up. Can I feed it Mbappe? Has he managed to stay onside? Yes, he has. For 1-0, he puts it in the back of the net. It's a simple finish from Mbappe with his left foot. Messi with a lovely ball just to feed it into his path, and Mbappe, from close range, made absolutely no mistake. And only a few minutes later, Mbappe now picks the ball up once again, and he's got Messi on the right-hand side of him. He finds Messi there. Messi's going to cut in, though. I'm going to try and put it onto my left, and I'm going to try and go for a finesse. Messi with the finesse. Great save. 40 minutes now, and we've got another attack here. It's Carlos Soler to pick this one up in central midfield. Neymar now into Mbappe. Mbappe just waiting for the run of Carlos Soler, but he was tracked by a Lyon midfielder. It's Verratti now into an unmarked Hakimi. He goes back to Verratti. I'm just going to play this round the edge of the final third here. It's Neymar now who has it. Neymar goes back to Carlos Soler. He finds Verratti. Verratti trying to look for Neymar, and it was blocked really nicely by the Lyon defence. And now, early in the second half, Lyon have their real first opportunity of the game, and it is Lacazette who's going to pick this one up in a dangerous position, but Saliba comes across really nicely here, and it looks like literally about a minute later, for some reason, we have a free kick here that it is Hakimi who's going to take. It's in a very dangerous position here. I'm going to just try and throw this one into the box. It's high in the box, into the head of Carlos Soler, but it's headed away, and Kakare gets his head on it first. Oh, 5 minutes remaining, and Lyon have a wonderful opportunity to try and whip a ball into a box here. It's Favre who picks it up on the left-hand side, trying to do the dance around Hakimi. Does really well into Martial, and it's blocked off really nicely, just as the referee blows the whistle for the end of the game. It is a hard-fought 1-0 win here away from home, but what a massive win that is. That puts 9 points between the two teams and gives us a sizable lead at the top of the table, and more importantly, it continues our winning streak this season. Unbelievable stuff, and we are just unstoppable at the moment. A 5-0 home win in our next league game. Goals from Vitina, Osimhen, Renato Sanchez, Gvardiol and Diaby give us another 3 points. And whilst FC Midtjylland do make it a little bit more difficult for us in our last Champions League group stage game, we do eventually get the 3 points in that one as well. A 2-1 win at home, and that man Diaby, the man who was knocking on my door earlier on in the episode, making his name count. 2 goals from him, and it's another win in the bank. Now we're almost halfway through the season here, and I do just want to take a quick stock check of my squad, because to be honest with you, I have never had it so good on a FIFA game. This man, Kylian Mbappe, is leading the way for this squad. 11 goals in 14 appearances, 4 assists as well. 5 goals coming in 9 League on appearances. However, this man, Victor Osimhen, the man who I brought in to try and compete with him, has actually got more league goals than him. He's only got 9 overall, but he's got 8 in 8 in the league. Unbelievable performance from him in the first half of the season. Neymar in third with 8 goals overall, 7 of those coming in the league. And Diaby, the man who was knocking on my door earlier on in the episode, after the 2 goals in the previous game, he now sits with 5 goals in 10 games, and he's actually outscoring this man, Lionel Messi, who's only got 4 in 9 league games, only 5 in 14 games overall. So perhaps Messi, as he has gone down by 1 rating overall, needs to start pulling his socks up and getting more involved in this game. As for some of the other players I'm keeping an eye on in my squad, this young man Vitina, he's gone up by 2 ratings, now up to 84, and he's chipped in with 1 goal and 2 assists in 9 appearances. New signing Jeremy Frimpong, 11 appearances for him in all competitions, 9 in the league, 1 goal, 1 assists. And also, in terms of some of my other players, Kanate, he's actually appeared in 16 games. I didn't realise he played that many games. 11 in the league. Unfortunately, yet to get his first goal for the club. Overall, though, I can have no complaints about how my players are performing. They have been absolutely sensational so far this season. And I tell you what, long may it continue. Right, we have 2 more games to get through this episode. The first of which is going to be an away game against Auxerre that we are going to draw. So that is that. Our winning streak has come to an end, courtesy of a 1-1 draw away at Auxerre. Messi fortunately comes to our rescue in the 80th minute to rescue a point for us. But just as the episode was going so well, our winless streak is over. And we are going to play our last game of the episode, and it is going to be a home game against Stade Brestois, and I have to hope I haven't completely and utterly butchered that name. And in the hope to try and get our winning streak back on track, I've gone with a full strength lineup here. Donnarumma in goal, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, Sakima, Mendes and Hakimi at the back, Soler, Verratti in midfield. But one major change, Neymar and Mbappe obviously up front, But as you can see, Diaby, the man who's outperforming Messi, at the moment, comes in his place. Not really sure what was going on with the formation there. It's glitched a couple of times so far this season on FIFA, but we are going with our usual formation, and Diaby has come in for Messi. 7 minutes in though, and it is us who have got the first opportunity of the game, and it's Verratti who's going to try and spray a pass out to that man, Diaby, on the right-hand side. Look at the pace. He's got to burst into the box, surely to give it to Mbappe. Oh my word. Neymar though, 24 minutes in, is about to latch onto a long ball through to him, and surely now he's going to be one-on-one. This has got to be enough to put us 1-0 up here. Neymar, brilliant strike. Brilliant goal, right on the counter-attack. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Neymar puts us in the lead here. Only a minute into the second half and we've got another counter-attacking opportunity, and it is Carlos Soler who's going to pick this one up. Oh, lovely first-time ball out to Diaby on the right-hand side. Diaby to try and find a better ball in. This time he does, and this time Mbappe is on hand to put it in the back of the net to make it 2-0 here. Diaby finding his man at the second time of asking, and Mbappe makes no mistake inside the 6-yard box. Only a few minutes later, and it's now Neymar who picks it up on the left-hand side. Neymar goes in field for Mbappe. I was going to try and turn and look for Diaby, but instead I'm going to switch it onto his left, and it's a big strike. Good save. Oh, now we are absolutely all over them as Verratti is picking this one up 65 minutes in. Don't know where on earth he's going, but he manages to check his run back into the centre of midfield. It's Soler to try and look for Hakimi on the right-hand side. He does just that. Hakimi with his left foot. What a cross with his left foot. Just couldn't get our head on it. Unbelievable stuff there from Hakimi. It's Verratti who picks it up again, though. Hakimi back on his right foot, though, now. Hakimi now driving back into the centre, and I was too slow. Too busy commentating and lost focus and composure, as now the opposition are going to try and bring the ball forward. 84 minutes in, they have an opportunity to try and at least get a goal here. Oh, that is a sensational ball forward. He's just straight offside. That is so unfortunate for them. Just as the referee blows the whistle, it is a solid 2-0 win here to end this episode. It has been a fantastic episode. Frustrating that our unbeaten winning streak has come to an end. We redeem ourselves with a brilliant performance here today. That man, Neymar, getting on the score sheet. It finishes full time here, 2-0. And that is where we are going to end the episode. Unfortunately, our winning streak of games in all competitions has come to an end, having drawn that game earlier on against Auxerre. However, we do find ourselves top of the table, 10 points clear of Marseille, who now find themselves in second place. We are on absolute fire at the moment. And as for the Champions League, we have in fact topped the group, and we will play Galatasaray in the round of 16. So our Champions League hopes are well and truly still alive. But that is it for the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.